Homebrew Wednesday. It's been a long time since I've been here now. 2 weeks. I got away from that last way on holiday between the last few Thursdays, so yeah, have a rest. Summer vacation, summer holidays. Had a good, interesting beer-based a few weeks anyway, if you want to call it that. When I was down in Cornwall, I popped into the St Austell Brewery. That was quite nice. Got a little bit of a video coming up in a few days' time, which just gives a little bit of a run around of the microbrewery they've got there. But they've actually got a very large, quite an old brewery there. They've had there for quite a few years, but you can only really get to have a look around that if you go there on a Friday, if you're in the vicinity of the area. I think they've got a system where they start at the top of the building to grind all the grains, and then they obviously mash and they boil, and then the fermenters are towards the bottom. And I think they've got quite square. I think they've got square fermenters, not traditional ones that you would see in the more modern breweries. But yeah, if you're in the UK, that area, definitely go and have a look. I didn't really go on the day when they did that tour, so I got to look at their microbrewery, and then I went to see their kegging facilities, and they showed a few of their new lagering tanks they've got there, because they're actually producing a Cornish lager now called Corrive, which basically translates to beer in Cornish. So there we are, trivia for you. Anyway, cheers. This is my bitter that I've been getting through. I think it's almost done, but it's a nice low alcohol one, so it's nice and sessionable. I'm not really a bit closer for focuses, but just trying to just have a little sip of this tonight and chill out a bit. Anyway, what reviews have we got? Well, I had a brew day last Friday. Now I'm in a big mad rush now because I want to get this American Amber I made out. It's got to be handed in to this competition I'm doing by not this Friday, but Friday week. So about 3 weeks to actually make this beer, get it all dry hopped and get it all carved up and get it into a bottle and get it, well, it's in Werburgh's, which is about half a mile away from my house, where they're holding the National Homebrew competition this year. Well, a good look to anybody who's entered. I think it's I think the big prize this year is a beer, not a Grainfather, but a beer's Braumeister. I think it's like a 20 litre Braumeister, which is a bit of one up from last year, because I had a Grainfather last year. But I don't know. I haven't entered a competition before, but if you look at I'm going to publish a brew day later in the week, and you'll see how I'm going about it anyway. So let's hope, fingers crossed, touch wood, might win, but I doubt it will. It'd be nice to get a win in a category at least anyway. But the beer's bubbling away outside. It took about 3 days to get going, which is a bit disappointing really. It's the USO5, so I was hoping that it would kick off a bit quicker really. It's not, I don't know whether one thing I did notice when I was actually pumping, if you look at the brew day, when I was actually I pumped all the water into the fermenting pot. I actually did measure it afterwards, and it was about 26-27 degrees, which was a bit hot really. I did actually cool it down over the next 12 hours, but hopefully the yeast didn't have too much of a rough time. I think the yeast would have been about the right temperature, so it wouldn't have that much of a shock, but hopefully it's not left any after flavours in there. I think it might have just taken too long to start fermenting because I had it too cold, down 15 degrees. Anyway, on Saturday I had a wedding with my friend. I made them a barrel of beer, and that went down really well. All the women, all the guys, all drinking it, and I didn't see any kids drinking it, but that would have been a bad thing anyway. But everybody seemed to be having a bit of it, and everybody seemed to enjoy it. Flavour wise, I think it needed a bit more conditioning really, but apart from that, I mean, I had a few pints of it and I was fine. I think I'm always too always too fussy and particular about what I make, but I think everybody seemed to appreciate it. They're good. By the time I'd left, and that was about 9:30, and it's going on to about 10:30. A good 60% of it drank. So that was a win. So at the start of the month I had my grain order, and I was also, so I'm now poised, and I'm actually starting to run out my beer, so I'm going to have a few more brew days I think. I don't know, I think I'm going to be making maybe some more sessionable beers. I might make something now for Christmas. It's coming up very quickly as ever, and I don't know, I think I've got some Belgium yeast in my fridge now. I've got Belgium yeast, and I've got some by SO4 as well, but I feel like perhaps experimenting with some different, maybe some live yeast. But one thing I did get when I was over in I can't see it there. One thing I did get some yeast from St Austell Breweries, but it's very tricky stuff to store, especially if it can be. I put it all into this container, and somehow about half of it just jumped out. It's just exploded. It's just completely wild stuff. So I've actually got a little teeny weeny bit left of it at the moment. So I do use it. I'm going to have to make a starter, which I don't do very often, and I think I'm just going to have to do a little bit of research and find out how to do it. But I haven't got any spray malt. I don't like using spray malt. It's flipping very expensive, so I'll just mash a bit of malt I've got and just make some wort that way. That's it really. I'm expecting to get some beer mail soon from Northern Ireland, I've been told, and I have actually sent beer mail out that way. Oh, one thing. So maybe some beer reviews soon. I got another beer as well. I got this one from St Austell Brewery. It's one I really like actually. I've never seen it before. I think it's in the style of an American amber. So it's called Admiral's Ale by St Austell Breweries. What's it say it's got on it? Natural called is spring water. They got their own spring in the brewery. Cornish Gold barley malts. They got their own malt they make down in Cornwall. Salicia, Cascade hops, and their own yeast. But I think it's, looking at it, it is definitely an amber ale. It looked like it anyway. I tested it out. I had a bit of it while I was there, so I brought this back. So maybe next week I'll crack it open and we'll have a look. Looks like it's got a kind of a parody or something of Lord Nelson there. Anyhow, any more news? Yeah, hopefully some beer review soon. I've sent some beer mail out. It'll be winging its way out to some special person. I'm sure most of you will watch him, and you'll get to see it soon. It's basically a collection of beer I've been making over the last year, and yeah, I think I'll you most likely will see some of my beer around about on other YouTube channels, hopefully. But I'm just actually a bit short a bit at the moment, so that's quite surprising really, because I normally got gallons of stuff, but it just all seems to be kind of slowly depleting in my fridge at the moment. And that's it. Have a good Homebrew Wednesday and have a good week and weekend. And I'll be back to you all soon. I think the next big significant thing what's going to be going on soon will be the hops. Hops are, I took one of the hop cones off today and gave it a bit of a rub in my hand, and it's got some of the flavours there starting to come. They're starting to mature now, and I think the lupian stuff that makes the flavour in the hops is starting to mature and grow inside the hop kernels now. So they do really, once they all come out, they start to ripen very quickly. But I'll check it every now and then, and hopefully I'll give a bit of an update on the hop diary, on how it'll come along and how I know when they're ready. Okay, bye bye. The cat is. Cheers, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and share with your friends if you like.